Okay, we're ready. I'd like to call the town board meeting of August 20th, 2024 to order. Please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please remain standing for a moment of silence to remember those who served our country in the past and for those who continue to protect our country today. Thank you. Please note the emergency exits are the door you came in, and the door behind us, and the door at the end of that hallway. Okay. Okay. Just going to make an announcement. We have some bulletin boards up with some information that we had promised for this meeting. We also have copies of handouts in the back if anyone wants to take a copy. And then at a September meeting, we will be addressing any of the questions at the public comment period for the July meeting, the August meeting, and as well as any emails we receive. Okay. And I'm going to run through the agenda items. 1, 2, and 3 are accepting board minutes. Number 4 is a resolution approving our town budget revisions, housekeeping. And then number 5 is accepting the dedication of the land for widening of roads for the Trust for Public Land. Many people put in many hours over a number of years to protect the 505 acres for the people to enjoy today and into the future. I'd like to especially thank Clifford Schwark, the town Beekman chair of our CAC, and its members who worked tirelessly to bring this to the finish line. The Trust for Public Land and the DEC have been wonderful partners for the town of Beekman in this project. The Beekman Town Board members are looking forward to our residents enjoying all the outdoor activities made possible by this partnership. And tonight's resolution is to widen the roads in the future, just to accept the easements on either side in case at some point in the future that's going to happen. So it's kind of a housekeeping that goes with the entire process of this 505 acres being put into the land trust. Number 6 is for the senior picnic, which will be September 26th from 11 to 2 at the rec. Number 7 is a resolution authorizing the release of the bond for Sparrow's Nest. The applicant has completed all the improvements associated with the performance bond to the satisfaction of the town engineer. Number 8, we accept the recommendation of the town engineer with Alana Estates, which received conditional approval and hereby sets the required performance bond in the amount of $859,754.07. And then resolution number 9, we're approving additional paving for Remembrance Park. It's to connect the handicap parking with the walkway and some stone around the monuments to protect them from weed whacking and mowing. We had an initial grant of $50,000 from the state, and then we acquired a $15,000 grant from the county for the military service monuments. Number 10 is another budget revision, and number 11 is the payment of claims. And then public comment on agenda items. Bill Crane.
Bill Crane, 254 Gardner Hollow Road. I just want to congratulate the town board and Cliff and the Conservation Committee and everybody for the acquisition of this land, this 505 acres in Grape Hollow. It's going to be a state forest, it's called.
Yes.
Grape Hollow State Forest, and it'll go so far to protect wildlife and trees and our waters and the soil and the flowers and everything that we cherish. And I'm very proud that you guys for doing this. It was really a significant accomplishment.
It took a number of years, over.
It really did.
like 6 or
And,
7.
It was a long haul. People don't know the background. But like you say, Cliff did a lot of work.
He really did an awful lot. He really spearheaded it and kept up with it over all those years.
He did.
So he gets
And a lot of
credit.
people, Trust for Public Land, I went to the hearings, and they're really very good.
Yeah,
And you guys,
and the representative from the trust was excellent.
Excellent.
He and Cliff worked together really well, Francis.
Yeah.
So that worked out well.
thanks again for
Thank you.
concluding this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so we can start our resolutions.
Sure. Whereas Town Clerk Lorene Evantuono has provided copies of the minutes of the May 14, 2024 regular Town Board meeting to all members of the Beekman Town Board, and whereas the Town Board members have had the opportunity to review said minutes, now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board hereby accepts the minutes of the May 14, 2024 regular Town Board meeting.
I'll second.
Okay, town board discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
I have to abstain, I wasn't here.
Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Whereas the town clerk, Lorene Abituano, has provided copies of the minutes of the July 18, 2024 special town board meeting to all members of the Beekman Town Board, and whereas the town board members have had the opportunity to review said minutes, now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby accepts the minutes of the July 18, 2024 special town board meeting.
I'd like to move to amend the minutes as follows.
I'll second.
On the, what's this, the fourth paragraph, if you could remove all that pertains to public hearing, and read the whole. Okay. Supervisor Cavucci made a motion to close the public hearing at 5:05 PM, seconded by Councilwoman Badalini. All in favor, aye. Remove that whole thing. And on the bottom where it says Supervisor Cavucci made a motion at 6:23 PM to adjourn, I'd like that to read 5:05 as it was stated in the top.
Okay. I make a motion to accept the minutes as amended.
I'll second that.
Okay. Town board discussion. Roll call vote.
Sharon, if you can give me a... All right, thank you. Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
And Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes. I'm sorry, who's second?
I did.
You did. Thanks.
Whereas Town Clerk Lorene Abituano has approved copies of the minutes of the July 23rd, 2024 regular Town Board meeting to all members of the Beekman Town Board, and whereas the Town Board members have had the opportunity to review said minutes, now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board hereby accepts the minutes of July 23rd, 2024 regular Town Board meeting.
I will second that.
I would like to move to amend the minutes as follows. On the first line, it says it's a special town board meeting. It was a regular town board meeting. And Councilman Limak was at the meeting. His name was not there. And
I was not at that one. Correct?
The 23rd, yes.
No, you were at the 23rd. It was the 18th you were at.
Correct.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And where it says, Supervisor Cavucci made a motion to go into executive session to discuss a resolution that's on the agenda. I'd like that removed, that statement. And on the second page, Supervisor Cavucci made a motion at 6:45 to open the public hearing and replace resolution number 4 with, it was local law number 1 of 2024, a local law to abolish the elected office. And the same with Councilman Capillari read local law number 1 of 2024. And in the bottom, after Supervisor Cavucci closed the public hearing at 8:08 and was seconded, all in favor, I'd like inserted the fact that Supervisor Cavucci submitted a resolution from the floor, seconded by Councilwoman Warman. It was then introduced by Councilman Limak, who read it, seconded by Councilman Badalini, and the vote on that, and that resolution needs to be attached.
Okay. I make a motion to accept the minutes as amended.
I'll second that.
Okay. Town board discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limek?
Aye.
Councilwoman Norman?
Aye.
Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passed.
Oh, is it my turn? Sorry. Whereas the town of Beekman Accounting Office recommends certain budget revisions based on department requests and/or the accounting office review and analysis of expenditures or revenues. Now therefore be it resolved that the following itemized revisions are approved by the town board of the town of Beekman 2024, identified as budget revision number 2024-6 as follows.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limek?
Aye.
Councilwoman Norman?
Aye.
Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Okay. Whereas the Trust for Public Land as applicant, with the consent of Great Powell Associates LTD as the owner, have previously made application to the Town of Beekman Planning Board to approve a minor subdivision of lands, more particularly described in a subdivision map entitled Subdivision of Property Prepared for the Trust for Public Land, prepared by Insight Engineering PC, last revised December 19, 2022. Whereas Great Powell Associates LTD and a Trust for Public Land received conditional subdivision approval for said subdivision by resolution dated October 20th, 2022, subject to and conditioned upon fulfillment of the conditions set forth in the aforementioned resolution as set forth in the aforesaid final subdivision map, including dedication of certain sections of Depot Hill Road and Great Powell Road for the purpose of widening said roads to conform to the Town of Beekman specifications, all in accordance with the Town of Beekman subdivision regulations, zoning code, New York State highway specifications, and rules and regulations for the town code, namely Chapter Section 130-20A20, and whereas the subdivision map for the Trust Public Land was filed in the Dutchess County Clerk's Office on June 23, 2023, file map number 12794 as document number 12794, and whereas Great Powell Associates LTD transferred the property contained in the Trust for Public Land subdivision by tendering a deed consistent of approximately 5,825 square feet on Great Powell Road and approximately 4,136 square feet on Depot Hill Road to the Town of Beekman for road widening purposes, recorded at the Dutchess County Clerk's Office on June 30th, 2023, at document number 02-2023-52020, and whereas the Town of Beekman is now desirous of accepting a dedication of lands pursuant to Town Code Section 130-20A20 as recited in the aforementioned deed and as shown in the final subdivision map for the Trust for Public Land dated August 1st, 2022, and revised September 19, 2022. And now therefore be it resolved, the recitations set above forth are incorporated with this resolution as fully set forth and adopted herein. Number 2, the town board hereby determines that it is in the best interest of the residents of the town of Beekman to accept the dedication of lands along Great Powell Road and Depot Hill Road, respectively, offered in connection with the Trust for Public Land subdivision, file map number 12794, and the town board hereby agrees to formally accept the same.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limek?
Aye.
Councilwoman Norman?
Aye.
Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passed.
Whereas the senior center has a picnic scheduled for Thursday, September 26, 2024, from the hours of 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Recreation Park, and whereas the cost of the meal will be covered by the approved budget line for senior picnic, now therefore be resolved that the following expenditures will be authorized. John Hanna for an amount not to exceed $395.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limek?
Aye.
Councilwoman Norman?
Aye.
Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passed.
Whereas Sparrow's Nest at the Hudson Valley, Inc., a New York charitable corporation, hereinafter applicant, has made application to the Town of Beekman Planning Board for site plan approval and special use permit approval pursuant to the approved site plan for the certain 3.32 acre parcel of land tax grid number 13-220-6759-11-465-462-000, situated at the intersection of Clove Valley Road and Town Center Boulevard in the town of Beekman, County of Dutchess, State of New York, the property, and whereas the planning board granted conditional site plan approval and special use permit on April 23rd, 2023, and whereas by resolution adopted by the town board of Beekman on August 15th, 2023, the town board accepted a performance bond secured by a security bond from the Sparrow's Nest of the Hudson Valley, Inc., in the sum of $1 million to secure the allegations of the applicant pursuant to the terms and conditions of the site plan approved for Sparrow's Nest. And whereas applicant has completed all of the improvements associated with the performance bond in accordance with the terms and conditions of the resolution of site plan approval for Sparrow's Nest of the Hudson Valley, Inc., the satisfaction of the town engineer, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of Beekman hereby acknowledges that the applicant has completed all the required improvements associated with the performance bond in accordance with the resolution of site plan approved and hereby authorizes the release of the security posted in the amount of $1 million to Sparrow's Nest of the Hudson Valley, Inc.
I'll second that.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limek?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Whereas on October 18th, 2018, the planning board of the town of Beekman granted conditional subdivision approval for the Lena Estates subdivision, and whereas the town engineer has reviewed and accepted a performance bond estimate whereby he recommends the posting of a performance bond in the amount of $859,754.07 for the full performance of the developer's obligations pursuant to the approved subdivision. And whereas in accordance with Chapter 75-4A3, the applicant is required to pay the amount of $34,390.16 for inspection of improvements in the subdivision, which fees is to be paid with the deposit of the performance bond. And whereas the town board is desirous of accepting the recommendation of the town engineer, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Beekman hereby approves and accepts the recommendation of the town engineer with respect to the Lena Estates subdivision, which received conditional approval and hereby sets the required performance bond in the amount of $859,754.07, and be it further resolved that prior to signing of the plat by the chairman of the planning board and obtaining a building permit, a performance bond shall be deposited with the town clerk in the amount of $859,754.07 in form and substance as acceptable to the town attorney, and be it further resolved that prior to the signing of the plat by the chairman of the planning board and obtaining a building permit, an inspection fee in the amount of $34,390.16 shall be paid to the town of Beekman.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limek?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
And Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passed.
Whereas the town of Beekman has a grant for the 9/11 Remembrance Park and would like to use part of this grant to add additional paving to the park. And whereas the town has solicited quotes in conformity with its purchasing policy from 3 vendors and has determined that the quote from Lehigh Lawns and Landscaping Incorporated is in the best interest of the town. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Beekman does hereby accept the quote from Lehigh Lawns and Landscaping, Inc. for the walkway entering the park and for the area surrounding the monuments in the amount not to exceed $7,976.47.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limek?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passed.
Whereas the town of Beekman Accounting Office recommends certain budget revisions based on department requests, and or the accounting office review and analysis of expenditures and revenues, now therefore be it resolved that the following itemized revisions are approved by the town of Beekman Town Board for 2024, identified as budget revision number 2024-07.
I'll second that.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limek?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passed.
Whereas the bookkeeper has audited and approved claims pursuant to Section 119 of Town Law as set forth in the attached abstracts, be it resolved that the payment, therefore, is hereby authorized as follows. Claims to be paid from the A General Fund, $141,975.45. Claims to be paid from the DA Highway Fund, $44,159.71. Claims to be paid from the SS Dover Ridge Sewer, $5,874.51. Claims to be paid from the SW Dover Ridge Water, $1,553.68. Claims to be paid from the T-Trust Fund, $6,904.05. Claims to be paid from the H Capital Fund, $2,931, giving a total of $203,398.40. 8/1/2024 payroll number 16 out of the general fund is $68,826.59. The highway fund, $22,236.01, giving a total of $91,062.60. 8/15/2024 payroll number 17 from the general fund is $65,611.62. Highway fund, $24,962.21, giving a total of $90,573.83.
I'll second that.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Benalini?
Aye.
Councilman Lemach?
Aye.
Councilman Warman?
Aye.
And Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Anybody else with town board business?
Yeah, just like to let everybody know that Dutchess County Executive Sue Serino invited veterans from Dutchess County and across the Hudson Valley, as well as their families and history enthusiasts, to pay their respects as Dutchess County Office of Veteran Affairs brings the American Veterans Traveling Tribute, the AVTT, Traveling Vietnam Wall, to the county's Bodwin Park from Wednesday, September 18th through Sunday, September 22nd. Please see the town board for any additional information.
Okay, thank you.
I have two things. So Brian Jones he's the coordinator for the, Office for the Aging. He had reached out to me today, and there's still openings for the picnic, for the senior picnic, which is going to be held on August 28th, Wednesday. If you are interested, I will put the number on the website, but you can reach him at 486-2555. And the picnic will be again on 8/28, starting at 11:30, and it's at 212 Skidmore Road, which is Freedom Park. One other thing I just wanted to mention, school taxes collection is going to start on the 16th of September. The hours for collection this year are going to be Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday from 8 to 4.
Okay, and we're going to go into public comments, but I just want to remind everyone our next town board meeting is Tuesday, September 10th at 6 p.m. Public comments, Lori?
Hi, my name is Lori Cento. I live at 52 Vanderburg Road. A few weeks ago, I got up and I let the board know that there's a major problem with the lack of police presence in our town. We now had 4 drug overdoses between Dunkin' Donut and Cumberland Farm. That's in the past 4 weeks. When police are called, they say, as soon as we have someone available. Well, that's unfortunately not good enough. We need more police. This is a growing problem. The motel is a major issue in this. There's drugs being dealt out of there and addicts living in there, and nothing's being done. I don't understand. We're giving our town away. We put in smoke shops and Dollar General. What did everybody think was going to come with that? It's a matter of caring about the town. There's not enough of police presence. There is no police presence. I've called 4 times. You, supervisor, told me, don't worry, you'll handle it.
And I did. They put out, you said for speeding. They came, I spoke the next day to Captain Waterson, and he put out, within a week, the speed sign in Rec Road, one of those big digital ones, and he assured me he was going to do extra patrols.
Well,
And another, someone from his office called me 2 days later, said it was coming the speed sign was coming that day, and I saw it out.
I see no police presence at all.
Well, they said that they were going to do it. I'll give them a call again tomorrow.
I mean, we're giving our town away. We're literally giving our town away. This is being done right out in the open. It's during the day. You can go to Dunkin' Donuts, and there's a woman in the back panhandling. Then she goes inside and she shoots up in the bathroom and she's overdosed. We can't do this. We have kids going in and out of that store at all times. Something has to be done. I'm hoping that the board will take a stand and get some police presence out here and do something about that and this motel. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, with that, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay,
6:29.
thank you. Thank you to everyone who came.
I'm sorry, can I speak or no?
Oh, I just closed the meeting. I'm sorry. Okay, you weren't on this. Okay. Okay,
2 Tuesdays from now is the next one,
the 10th.
the 10th.